This is the success story of the action research at the Sipit National High School main campus. The school is environmental friendly and drug-free institution situated along the seashore of Barangay Atagahon, Sipit, Agusan del Norte. The central office of the Department of Education through the Information and Communication Technology Services ICTS Educational Technology Unit headed by Sir Mark Anthony CC introduced a technology-based learning platform. In support of this new learning platform, Undersecretary for Administration Alain Del B. Pasqua issued an Open Educational Resources Memorandum OUA Memo 00-0321-0056 last March 4, 2021 on capacity building on the use and curation of open educational resources to all learning areas. This mandate of the department was conducted through series of YouTube live sessions.
This OER proficiency program is actually ang basic namin na training na ginagawa sa public school teachers before the quarantines started. Ito actually yung foundation. Ito yung first training program that we conduct to our public school teachers when we started the Digital Rise program.
So I'm so glad that we have a lot of teachers from the public and private schools are so interested to be part of this training, particularly on the development of books.
OER is an advocacy of sharing things, sharing of educational technology tools for free. And with this innovation programs done by the Department of Education is bridging what is in offline learning and what is in online learning. Kaya naman, pag ito ay ating ginawa, there are certain concepts and framework, including approaches, that should actually be changed. Hindi naman ibig sabihin to be author, it's actually a software that that's actually paid. May bayad po. Ngunit, ang ating pong gagamitin ay ang free version. So, in Kotobi Author, it's actually running in different file formats. Pwede po itong magamit sa ating desktop computer. Maaari rin po itong magamit sa ating Mac device. Ang importante nga lamang po, kinakailangan ito ay ma-download natin kaagad para magamit ang ating Kotobi software. So,
ICTS EdTech Unit headed by Mark Anthony CC released a memorandum UAA Memo 00-0521-0219 dated May 28, 2021 inviting all teachers nationwide to join their first national OER competition on the application of Kotobi Author.
This has given me the opportunity to venture an action research study to determine its effectiveness in addressing the issues and concerns relative to the poor results of the formative assessments.
Son of the Holy Spirit, amen. Our Father who art in heaven, holy be your name, your kingdom come. I call your name, be present if you're here. Elmar Putupo. And our objectives for today's lesson, first is we have to identify
the tools, equipment, and paraphernalia for meal preparation. Second, elucidate and expound their uses and functions. And lastly, integrate the value of generosity through preparing meals for the elders and patients. Okay, very good. Okay, this morning I'm going to so let's have review of the past lesson. So last meeting we discussed. Okay, so let's have an evaluation. Test 1, everybody. Test 1, directions. Write the correct letter from the given choices. So you have there 1 to 5. So what are you going to write there for number 1? You're only going to write the correct answer, the letter of the correct answer. So ang isulat, letter lang ha, sa 1 to 5 for test 1. Okay, everybody start. I'll give you 3 minutes for items 1 and 2. Proceed to items 3 to 5. So I'll give you 4 minutes to answer for items 3, 4, and 5. Test 2. Test 2. Okay, matching type. Okay, matching type. Match the description of the tools, equipment, and paraphernalia for meal preparation from column A to column B. Write the letter that corresponds to the correct answer.
Kutubi Author is a software and a comprehensive electronic learning book creator and electronic publication EPUB editor suitable for education, training, and publishing. This is a technology-based software learning tool which modifies lessons into its simplest form by giving additional information, definition, audio, video, 3D pictures, questions, and widgets learning activities that will help learners fully pacify lessons in a very comprehensive manner. The integration of the lesson in the Kutubi can be shared to students via Bluetooth or shared once it has been downloaded already by the teacher in his or her cell phone. These action research studies anchored on the results of the previous formative test conducted after class discussion. It was found out that 68.50% from the class got very low scores in their formative assessments, particularly in TL7 at Nasipit National High School main campus at the Tajo Nasipit, Agusan del Norte. This poor learning outcome of the learners is a manifestation that they were not able to grasp the content knowledge of the learning competency. This scenario has caught the attention of the teacher to find ways in order to provide an effective teaching learning process in order to attain quality learning to the students in grade 7. The poor learning performance of the students in formative assessments must be addressed by providing an interactive learning resource that will boost their interest in learning with the use of educational technology.
Okay, let's see if who among you got perfect or what would be your score in your formative assessment using the Pultupi author. So let's start with Ivan. Very good. Okay, congratulations for the job well done. Okay, how about you, Reggie? How much is your score? 10. Very good. Yeah, perfect. Okay, Grexy, how much is your score? Very good. Angel. Very good. Okay, congratulations. Ultimate objective of this study, which is to determine whether the integration of the lesson in the to-be author is effective or not. So this is the significant mean difference in the formative assessment in TLS 7 on the modern conventional way of teaching and the integration of the lesson in the to-be software way of teaching. So it appeared that the researcher used two methods of teaching, the modern conventional way of teaching and the integration of lesson in the to-be author. It appeared that modern conventional way of teaching got 85.64%, while the integration of the lesson in the to-be author got 94.24% with a verbal description of outstanding. So this further explains that if the teacher uses the integration of the lesson in the to-be author, there will be lots of students who will become achievers. Now the final result of this study. Data showed that integration of the lesson in the to-be author got 76.47%. This further explains that out of the total respondents or out of the total learners, 76.47% of the learners got an outstanding score of 90 to 100%, while modern conventional way of teaching got only 36.36%. This means that out of the total respondents, only 36.36% of the learners or of the respondents got an outstanding score of 90 to 100%. This has a mean difference of 40.11%. This further explains that if the teacher will be integrating the lesson in the to-be author, more than 75% or almost of the learners will become achievers. For the findings of this study, as manifested in the results of the formative assessment of the two methods of teaching, the modern conventional way of teaching and the integration of the lesson in the to-be software, it revealed the following analysis and interpretations. Number 1, there is a satisfactory level of progress and achievement is the result of the formative assessment in a modern conventional way of teaching. It appeared that the class mastery level of the competency was achieved by the learners. Second, result of the formative assessment in the integration of the lesson in the to-be software was outstanding in the level of progress and achievement. This further explains that almost all the learners got 90 to 100% average in their evaluation or assessment. Third, there is a big significant significant mean difference in the results of the formative assessment between the modern conventional way of teaching and the integration of the lesson in the Kotobi software. This simplifies that using Kotobi software can increase the learning of the students. And finally, integration of the lesson in the Kotobi software is very effective in achieving better learning of the students in school. This simply pacifies the fact that the cell phone and new technology as tool in learning nowadays can be of great help in the learning endeavor of the students.
Dili man kay ko bright pero paggamit ako sa Kotobi na perfect ko sa face kay dali ron na kayo siya masabtan.
Sir, ganahan ko sa Kotobi kay ma-review na ko dan ang lesson na wala pa na-discuss. Ang dili na ko maligtan ng experience sa Kotobi is maghatag siya og feedback sa akong mga answer, sir.
Excited ko sa paggamit sa lesson nga gamit ang Kotobi kay naay clue or heads. O sa yun ra jud perfecton ang quiz.
Newer gadgets can be used in a newly invented educational software.